Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Washington Redskins. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Check back. Tight end right. 3 down.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check 24. Watch 24. Switch.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Hey, pick your game up. Watch the safety creep. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Go. Check Mike 99. Time to go, 99. Hey, check 24. Check 20.
Jackson from the shotgun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And some room to work. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll run on 1st down. Holmes. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McNair. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd down now. It's Holmes at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. but I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now McNair. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by McManus is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Right. Get your swarm on. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 go.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Now Austin. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. Early lead in that one for the Packers. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On 1st down, Holmes. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. Mike, check 33. Who that? Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
On 2nd down, McNair. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. 25. Check 25.
On 2nd down, it's Harris, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Looking to throw on second down. McNair caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. Out of the gun, it's McNair. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And he pushed it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A gain of 10 brings up third and 1.
Let's go now. 18 data. Situation. Let's go. Switch it.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. Room here to run. 20. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Tighten up. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Out, 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 out. 164.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now McNair looking for a first down throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run on first down. It's Holmes. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Sanders. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go. Set. 60 yards. Check. 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 Ball trot. Go. You got motion there. You got no.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Check safety. Check safety. Safe.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Check Mike, stop your whining. Pick the edge. Go. Check. Check out route. Delta.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Deep, tighten up. 50 extra money. 50 extra money. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down, McNair. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally, you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. The throw taken in by Cole. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 6.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Now McNair. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, McNair. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And McManus able to put it through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
All day, dog.
Now a give, right side. Holmes. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Holmes. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I got you. Check three. Check. Crunch.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready. 58. Mike. Watch the screen. Switch. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
To throw on 3rd down. McNair, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Into the Redskins. Have it, they do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Ready. Let's go. Here we go. Watch the pass. Check 50. Go. Let's go. Hey.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Slam.
Here's Jackson to throw. Campbell making the catch. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Jackson now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. To make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it
And that'll set him back 5.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll move him back within 6 now. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to left side. Holmes. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Back, back, back. Whip.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McNair. Ertz has it left side. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
You ain't going nowhere. Show it. Watch out.
On 2nd down, it's Holmes. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Good job.
A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead. They're going to run it with Harris. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Back to you. Check Mike 99. Go. Kill. Hey, turn it up. He's coming. We got double up. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 52.
Now Jackson on 1st down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Good track, good track.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
It's a party now.
It's a party now.
Slam. Zip it. 99. Shut up.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. The 20.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On first down, Holmes. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Check 3. Kill.
Throwing is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I want that. Short. Defense. Give me that ball.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check Mike. Watching the 5. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Mike 55. That's it. Mike 55.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Check it. Check. What? Go.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Check 33. 33.
All right.
On 1st and 10, McNair. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's McNair. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
McNair. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On a jet sweep, here's Westbrook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 44, Jackson. And he completes it to Westbrook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go, defense. And here we go. Check.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Jackson throwing on 4th down. The open man is Westbrook. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. He'll run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Let's go now. 18 gator.
Hey, we got to get the stop here, D.
To throw is Jackson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
2nd down and goal. Jackson being chased out left. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. On first down, Holmes. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Holmes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Cardinals, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Redskins,